been a long day. But now at almost 12 o'clock in the morning, it's just about over. I just gotta do this last bit. So, we haven't been recording recently, as most of you guys know. And some of the reason why that is because the Sea Container project is no more. A while ago, I figured this out, and the reason being is after looking into getting a permit for it, dropping a sea container, we figured out that you can't even drop a sea container at all in any of the area we're at. And because of this, we're limited on what we can do now. So we had to adjust. So we looked at a lot of alternatives and a lot of things. And after looking at different ideas and other stuff, we kind of narrowed it down to two options. And those two options are a lean-to or a shed. But the problem, there's multiple problems now, and one of the problems is that we invested so much time and effort and planning into the first part, which was the sea containers, right? And because we invested so much time, we have very little left before August, when it's kind of due. So the plan is now doing side projects, try to get as much side projects as we can done, and then following August, we will proceed to do either a shed or a lean-to. I think I have an idea what I want to do, but I want to break it down and really show you how I selected the correct one. But there's some specifications, and we can go over those a little bit more in detail. But basically, the shed can't be on this plot of land because we have the issue of one plot is like this, like an L, right? Whereas the other plot is, it's all here in the back. It's a long back part, basically. And in total, we have about a square, right? That's combining all of the property owners, which there's 3. And that's in the family, right? So we have about a square in total, right? And the problem is, since we can't put it on the first plot of land, we have to excavate a different plot of land. So we got to get to it, and then we got to excavate some of the things and make space for whatever we're going to put. So that's a big change, because we haven't even done anything on that plot of land whatsoever. And the reason why we have to do that is because we have we're limited to 3 things being on each land. 3 structures. And structures are anything with 4 walls, basically, in an enclosed area. So that brings in 2 questions. It's either we clear out some space and put a shed, which the nice part about a shed is we can have sleeping space. We can also have storage space, right? Same thing as the sea containers. Or we do a lean-to. A lean-to is 3 walls, and then you have an open side, at minimum. It could be also 2 walls and 2 open sides. Now, with that being said, that means okay. That means that it's not a structure. So technically it doesn't count, and I can put it on the plot of land we already have. That part's nice. So there's some upside to one and the other. And the problem with the lean-to is you can't exactly have it be like sleeping space. No one can really like sleep in there. That's the rundown on kind of what our options are. And yeah, that's also why I haven't been posting, because the whole job has kind of exploded. We're no longer doing sea containers because of that big change. And in the future, maybe, right? If things change, we would proceed with the sea container plan. But right now, that's not the case. But what I'm trying to say realistically is, sea container project is no longer more. We have to readjust, and we're going to. It's going to be post August. I want to be able to start something and have it mostly finished, or at least at a stable condition for the winter time, and then finish it up in the spring, something like that, right? Now, with that being said, there's some other questions I have to ask too, like how much storage do I need? What is the storage going to be used for? Do I really need sleeping quarters? What would those sleeping quarters be for, right? And what I want sleeping quarters to be for, more to be honest, is for fall, spring, and summer. Not winter, obviously. Too cold. But I want it to be for fall, spring, and summer because then I have a lot of friends and a lot of family. So if I could have them all in this house, I would, but we're running out of space fast. That brings in the question where people go to sleep, and when they're consistently coming up here, and a tent's not a great option per se. So I'd rather have a room that can have some heating and some cooling aspects. Maybe not like integrated into it, but I'd rather have that option, the power to be able to do that. And we can talk more about that in the upcoming video, but this is just to give you an idea of exactly why I haven't been posting and what changes are going to be happening on the channel. So I'm going to be trying to do a little bit more casual things and not be so, I suppose, professional all the time and trying to be cool. So yeah, you'll see me more of a relaxed capacity with my friends. So yeah. Toodaloo.